Merry Christmas, you crackhead. We all love you so much, and don't forget to watch this video if you're ever having a bad day.
I would describe Casey as caring,
creative,
funny, passionate,
fashionable,
timeless,
spunky,
wholehearted,
adventurous,
badass bitch,
stylish, smarter than she thinks,
Loving,
fun and funny,
dynamic,
eclectic,
super loyal,
vintage,
really thoughtful,
curious,
unique as fuck,
super creative,
funny as shit,
impulsive, thoughtful,
and really understanding.
headstrong, and those are the things that I like the most about her too. Where headstrong might sound like bullheaded, but it's something that I really, really appreciate about her.
Driving around in our cars, just listening to music, talking, going to like football games together. It's so fun, like going on trips like San Francisco and like Santa Monica. That was so crazy, and I'm just so glad that we got to like do that with each other. It was just so fun. Just going up north is so fun.
Girls' night in your basement with wine, pizza, pesto pizza that your mom makes for us. Drinking, what's it, Fresca in your hot tub.
So number one would have to be the birth of Casey. And I would say the other one would be the day she came home from San Francisco. And I got it back.
My best memories with Casey are at the gym because we always have like good talks. Like we won't even be working out, but we like talk about everything for like 3 hours. And it's just like, I feel like I've gotten to know Casey best at the gym, like in the back room of Snap.
So this probably isn't the best memory, but it's one of the many great memories. But I remember going to New York City with Nick and Casey and going down to Chinatown and exploring all of the buckets of live animals and everything. That was one of the most fun trips I ever had, looking at the frogs and the turtles. Needless to say, we didn't buy any, nor did we eat any.
We used to ride the bus together, and my favorite memory is when we were both wearing this matching poncho, and I got on at her bus stop, and the bus driver asked if we were twins, and we were both just like, yep, and just went with it, even though we weren't twins at all. And everyone gets all of our like pictures from when we were kids mixed up because we looked like twins.
Pretty much any time that I can feel like an older brother to her, because I never had a younger sister, and she makes me feel like I can be her older brother. So anytime we have a moment like that, it's something that I really cherish about her.
June of last year, we went to Colorado with Kira and Catherine, and the day that we got there, Catherine and Sheila were in the kitchen being cute little best friends, and Kira was playing with Dash, and Kennedy was serenading the hell out of us in the toy room, and she looked so happy and so kind and so in love with Kira and Kennedy, and the whole trip was quality time that I've never had with.
We actually just talked about this at lunch today, is when she broke up with an ex-boyfriend, and I won't name any names, but I went inside to do something and came back out on the porch, and James, my fiance, had his arm around her and was like cozying in with her, and they were just chit-chatting, and that's like the main reason that he's allowed in the family, is because Casey loves him as much as I do, so that's one of my best ones.
One of my favorite memories of Casey was a trip that me, her, and my dad went on to see Fish for 4 days in New York City, and we ended up just spending most of the entire trip just sitting in the hotel watching Legend of Korra and eating room service chicken the whole time. It was a really good time. We had a lot of fights and a lot of banter.
Well, my favorite thing about Casey is how smart she is. I mean, we have deep conversations all the time about the universe and the origin of life and things like that, and she has a really interesting concept about how she thinks all of that evolved, and she's really smart about religion and zeitgeist and all that kind of stuff.
she's the least judgmental person I've ever met. Like, she's so accepting to everything and like super open-minded and open to everybody's ideas, and is always like so considerate of other people.
Her free spirit, I think that she's just always down to do anything from like staying in and watching movies and getting pizza to like going out and doing some crazy adventure and having a long ass night staying up till like 4 a.m. And Casey's just like the one person who you know would be down for anything, and she just has that free spirit and that open mind, and I think that she kind of expresses that to everyone, and that's part of her personality, and I really love that about her.
How thoughtful she is, and she doesn't even realize that she is as thoughtful as she is, from like gifts that she gives us to things that she'll say to you, to the fact that she like takes in every stray animal or person that you possibly could. Like, she's just a very thoughtful person in general.
How empathetic she is. I think she really goes out of her way to make everybody always feel like happy and comfortable and like they're having a good time. Like, she's always wanting to include people no matter what the situation is, and yeah, she's just good at making people feel happy.
That she does exactly what she wants to do, even though sometimes she can be a bit headstrong and it comes at the expense of other people. Casey always is very true to herself and is very creative and very, very unique.
I've never felt like there's a prerequisite to being her friend. Not just me, but anyone. She's very welcoming, and the only thing that she wants is for people to be in her life who genuinely want to have fun and be happy.
Okay, my favorite thing about Casey is probably what drives me nuts about Casey, and that she sticks to what she's going to do no matter what. She sticks to her personal beliefs, and that's what I love about her, and sometimes it's not what I love.
She's one of like the most real people I've ever met. I like that, like when we're just hanging, like we can have like the deepest conversations about like random things.
My favorite things about Casey would be that she drives me nuts, and that's why I love her so much. Anytime she has an idea or opinion, and I want to shake my head, but she always seems to come through, and I really appreciate that she's figuring out things on her own way.
I just love that you're down for literally anything. Like, we can just text you and be like, yo, let's go see a movie, or like, let's get hammered. Like, you can just like literally do anything. It's just sweet.
She is not afraid to be herself. She expresses her opinions, her feelings. She wears what she wants. She just lives her life the way that she wants to, and she cares about everyone around her, and she has a big heart, and I love her to death.
I would tell her that she's absolutely amazing and incredible, and that if she ever needs my help with anything, I'll always be there for her no matter what.
It's a bad day. It's not a bad life. We're gonna move past it. You have your friends, and a lot of people love you. And yeah.
I would just tell her that she's a bad bitch, she has a ton of friends that love her, and she can go to any one of us.
I would tell her that I love her to pieces, and that tomorrow is always another day, and she's got the whole world ahead of her.
Spontaneity can fix anything, and that's what I said was one of your best qualities, because it is, and so you should always hold true to that.
That you don't always like have to be like there where you want to be, as long as you're just taking small baby steps. I think it's good to just like slow down, take in the moment, read The Power of Now, because that's a good book. Yeah, just take every moment for what it is and like slow down.
I have a Fifth of Captain waiting in my car for her, and a McDonald's Coke.
If Casey was having a bad day, which she's had in the past, and I've been the one to tell her, that just having her as a sister and loving her is the easiest thing that I do every single day of my life. It's so, so easy.
Okay, that's what I'd tell you. Just think 5 years from now and you're looking back at this day, you're not even gonna remember those small things that you're worried about, the things that you're stressed about and sad about. You're gonna remember the times that you went out with your friends and you enjoyed time with family. And so what I would just tell you is that this is a small, minor blip in the rest of your life, and you're never gonna even remember it in 5-10 years. And so just think about get excited about those things that you are gonna remember, and go out and do them. Like, I know you're upset and you're probably having a bad day and just can't get over that, but if you just wanna text me or one of us, we can all go out and have fun, and we'll forget about that, and it'll be a memory you'll remember forever.
Casey's having a bad day, I always tell her the truth. And we can always either talk about things, or I can say one thing and she'll nod her head, and we always have a good understanding. And I hate when she has a bad day and it pains me, but I always feel really good about it after, because going back to my favorite thing about her, she always seems to take it to heart. So we have a very special relationship when it comes to that.
I feel like Casey's the type of person sometimes that needs someone to push her. No, dude, you're gonna be fine, and like go out and do something to get your mind off of things, or her mind off things, rather than just sit there and like give her shitty advice and like dwell on the topic. Like I would push Casey to be like, no dude, like you're fine, like let's go to a movie, let's go do something, you know.
I would probably tell Casey to cook something, because she's an outstanding cook, and it would be great if she would go to the store and get all of the ingredients to make something really big, and maybe clean up the dishes after she was done.
Even though she doesn't always see it, like we all see her having such like an incredible future, because she's dope as fuck. And I mean, yeah, I just think all our friends are always inspired by Casey, and I would want her to feel the way she makes each of us feel, which is awesome. So yeah, things do get better, and they will for her too.
I made this video because I just want you to know how many people are there for you and love you and think so highly of you and know how bright you are. Like, I know you're gonna do big things with your life. Like, I can just feel it, and you're my best friend, and I just want you to know like how special you are and how many people love you so much. And like, you just saw all those people in this video. You have the biggest support system ever. I just want you to know that you're my best friend, and I love you so much, and we're all gonna be here for you forever, ever, ever. Love you.
I don't want to, what? I feel my hands are so clammy.
Dynamic features.
What does that mean?
Like, she's just dynamic. Like, there's other, like a Rubik's Cube.
Okay.
Different sides, you know?
Okay.
Spud.
Spud. Spuddy. Spud.
Spud, Spud. Your hair is
Driving
wet.
around. Oh, it's okay.
Hey, what are 3 things to describe Casey? If Casey was having a bad day, what do you think you'd tell her?
She's camera shy.
God, I just had it in my brain before you started rolling.
Can I talk about drugs?
Look at what?
Okay, wait, look, Casey or woo, weird.
Hang on.
You need to go record your shit.
Aw.
And the bus driver asked if we were twins, and we were both just like, yep, and just went with it, even though we weren't twins at all. Even though we weren't twins at all. Even though we weren't twins at all.
Now I'm coming here.
What's
Like, eclectic is just like a compilation of different things. Like, she's culturally this and artistically that. And
Okay.
she's just a cool mixture.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I need to start over.
Creative.
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 Super creative.
Is she gonna get this?
What do you mean?